Hey guys, today we are going to be doing this granny square. It's a lot of double crochets and it's kind of lined, so I'm going to call this one lined double crocheted granny square. It's similar when we start to the one that we did the other day. So we did this one and you made your circle and then your double crochets around, and it was just that same pattern going around. Again, this is the same pattern except for going in just the corners. You're going to go into every single double crochet, and that's how you're going to get all of these different lines. So I also had a couple of students tell me that they were a little frustrated with just how to hold the crochet hook. So I'm gonna kind of focus on that in the beginning. If you need help with the slip knot, then I've got another video on that. So go back and watch that. But I wanna kind of show you how I hold the crochet hook on this video. So to do a slip knot, I'm just gonna do it real quick just because I have to do one anyway. But you hold where the tail is here and you wrap around. Put your thumb on the crisscross, bring the tail between your fingers, kind of pinch your fingers, don't let it go, and then roll it off, and then grab both of the tails of the yarn, and where you just pinched, pull that up, and that'll make your slip knot. Okay, and then you're gonna, the shorter tail, you're gonna cinch down, and that is going to bring the loop closer to your hook. All right, so let me show you kind of how I hold the yarn. So I take my pointer finger, and that's where I hold the tension of the yarn, and I pull it. And then with my middle finger and my thumb, I am holding closest the knot. It's a slip knot, but I'm holding the slip knot right here, and I'm pulling with this finger, and that's where I'm creating the tension. And then when you yarn over, you're always going above the yarn and then to the left and yarn over, and then you have to do a complete 180 turn, and then that hooks that yarn right there. And then it's going to go through the hole, and then you pull it back up, and that's what creates the chain. So, and then I move my finger. So I was down here, and now I move my finger up, and I slide this down a little bit because I've got to have this part has to be workable. So again, I'm going to the left, I'm going around, but then I have to rotate 180 degrees, and that grabs that yarn, and as long as I'm not too tight, I'm going to grab the yarn. Whoop. In slow motion is kind of hard. Okay, there you go. And then slide it through. All right, I have to do 4 chains, so that's 2. So I'm going to do 2 more. You're going to go to the left, yarn over, rotate all the way around, and then pull through. That's chain 3. Let's see if I can give you this angle. Yarn over. See how it grabs right there? Right there is where it grabs. And then it goes through the hole. See if I can give you that angle. Goes through the hole right there. And if it's too tight, you just kind of have to be loosey-goosey. So yarn over and then go through the hole. So if it's so tight that you can't get it through the hole, just kind of release it and then kind of wiggle it, and then it'll get through the hole. All right, so now we have to make our circle. So we're gonna go through the loop and then grab, you're gonna yarn over, grab your yarn. So did you see how that wasn't a lot of, it wasn't really didn't have a lot of tension in it. So I'm gonna kind of readjust my hands. I'm also going to put my thumb where that U is, because that's going to be the center that we're going to be working with. This is the one we're doing today, and what we're creating right now is this part right here. Okay, so now I got tension, I've got my fingers all right. I'm going to yarn over, go 180 degrees, pull through the first loop and the second loop. That is a slip stitch. Then I'm going to grab with my other hand while I'm cinching everything down. So I give my two little tails a tug, but I didn't let go of my hole. Now, a lot of people, do you see both of these holes right here? This is where it gets confusing. This top hole is actually part of the chain, and then the bottom hole is the hole that you're going to be going through. So just make sure you're keeping your finger right there, and you're going to switch back and forth from one hand to another. But in a second, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And then I don't really have anything to do with my ring finger right now. So I'm going to stick my ring finger in it just to hold its place, but I'm going to cinch everything up. So pull my little tails. Then I'm going to get my long string from my yarn that's attached to the ball. And I need to make chain 3. So yarn over, chain 1, yarn over, chain 2. And you see how I'm going to the left, yarn over, and pulling through. Chain 3. And then now I'm going to be going into my circle, so I got to kind of move my finger. And now I'm going to make 2 double crochets into my circle. So cinch that up. And then a double crochet is yarn over, go through the hole, grab, so you're already to the left. So all you have to do is go up and grab it and bring it back through the hole. So now you have 3, and make sure that your piece isn't twisted up like that. You always want your piece that you're working on below your hook. And so you have 3 loops. You're going to yarn over and bring it through 2 loops. Ooh, I lost it. There you go. And then yarn over and bring it through the other 2. That's a double crochet. And we have 1 more of those to do. So it's really 3 double crochets, but this first chain acts as a double crochet. So chain and then 2 double crochets. So that's 1 double crochet, and this is our second one. Yarn over, go through the hole, yarn over, come back through the hole. So now you have 1, 2, 3 loops, yarn over, go through 2 loops, yarn over, go through 2 loops. All right, and you around the circle, you can keep pushing it, the yarn around, or your double crochets around, and then you are going to chain 3 for your corner. 1, 2, 3. And always kind of pull your yarn. I just pulled my yarn so that you have plenty of yarn to work with. So I just pulled it, and here's all the extra yarn that I have to work with. All right, so I just did chain 3, and then I'm going to do 3 double crochets. So yarn over, go through the hole, grab, come back through the hole. I'm pulling my project down so it's underneath my hook. Yarn over, go through 2 loops, yarn over, go through 2 loops. Cinch everything down. So now your hole is pretty prominent, and you don't really have to worry about going into the wrong hole, because the chain, look how tiny the chain hole is now, and then this is the hole we're going through from now on. And this part, the tail, you just kind of move that over to the side because you want to be working around here. So that's 1 double crochet, yarn over, insert through the hole, yarn over, pull back through, yarn over through 2 loops, yarn over through 2 loops. So that's my second double crochet. Cinch everything up, squish it around, and you can already start seeing your little corner develop. We have 1 more double crochet in this section. Yarn over, go through the hole, yarn over, go back through the hole, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2 loops. Cinch everything down, push it around, and now you can really see a section, a corner, and a section. Now we have to make our next corner, so we have to chain 3, 1, yarn over 2, yarn over 3, that's chain 3. Now we are making 3 double crochets. Yarn over, go through the hole, yarn over, go back through the hole, go through 2, go through 2. That's your first double crochet. Yarn over, go through the hole, yarn over, go through 2 loops, yarn over, go through 2 loops. That's your second double crochet, and remember I'm scooching around the circle. Yarn over, go through a loop, through 2 loops, go through 2 loops. Okay, so and I'm scooching over. So now look what we got. We've got a section, a corner, a section, a corner, and a section. So now we have to do another corner. Yarn over, chain 1, yarn over, chain 2, yarn over, chain 3. Because whenever you have a corner, you want 3 chains. Squish them over. Now we're going to do 3 double crochets. Yarn over, through the inside, come back, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Cinch it down, scooch it over, yarn over, go through the hole, yarn over, back through the hole, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2. That's our second double crochet, and scooch it over. Yarn over through the hole, yarn over, back through the hole, yarn over through 2 loops, yarn over through 2 loops. So now we have 1, 2, 3 corners. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4 sections. So now all we have to do is make our last corner, which is 3 double crochets. 3 chain stitches, sorry. 1, 2, 3. And then do you see your chain here? You don't want to go through a chain because that'll pull it. You want to go through that very top one where the hole is. So here's your chain and here's where it connected. You want to go through that hole right there. Yarn over, pull it through. This is a slip stitch. So you pull it through and then pull it through again. That's a slip stitch. And then one more slip stitch right through there. And then we're going to grab our scissors and we are going to cut off a tail. And then to seal this section, you just pull it and give it a little tug down. And then just pull out your square, give it a little tug on each side so that it makes your little square. Now, you can leave these tails like I did on this one, or you can go ahead and weave these in as you go. I like to weave them in as I go, but I wanted to show you what it would look like if I didn't weave them in. But they're all over the place and they kind of get in the way. So I like to weave them in. And I've shown you 2 different ways to do it. You can do it with a needle. So if you leave a long enough tail, you can thread your needle. And the yarn needles are the plastic ones. And then you just come here and you can wiggle it through as far as you want to go. And then kind of pull it so that it comes through. And there you go. And then clip it. Don't clip your yarn, but just clip your little end. And then give it a little tug and the little end part will get sucked back in like that. And then you cannot see it and it's all embedded. And then the other way to do it, I take a smaller crochet hook and then you just go through one of your loops and then yarn over and pull through and then just pull. go through the next one. And all you're doing is just kind of weaving it around. And just do it for as long as you think it needs it, so it won't just come unraveled. So there's two options. The only thing is if you use the needle, it has to be long enough for you to thread and then get that needle through. Try that one again. There you go. Okay, I think that's good. All right, so this one could very well be this one that we did last week, but now we're going to make it look like this part right here. So I'm going to show you how to change thread or yarn color without having to have knots. So I'm going to use this pretty blue color next. Let me get this other stuff out of the way. All right, so I'm going to do a slip knot. So here's the tail. You go around your fingers, put the tail between your fingers, hang on to the tail, slide it down, grab that tail, and pull up on that loop. Oh, I didn't show you. Hang on, let me do that again. I didn't realize I was off camera. Okay, so here is your tail. Go around your fingers, go through your fingers, hang on to that tail, pull it off, but grab both tails, and where that loop is, just pull up. Okay, so now we are going to go to any of the corners. Get my crochet hook. Go to any of the corners, and I'm going to put it on here first. And then I'm putting it through, and then the longer, not the short tail, but the longer tail, I'm gonna yarn over, which means go to the left, yarn over, and then you're gonna pull it through the square and through the loop. Then you're gonna see how this stuff right here, you're going to kind of scooch all that stuff up around and then tighten up both tails. And then now you're attached. And then you are going to grab your long tail, and we are going to start right here. And so we are going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we are going to do a double crochet, yarn over, through the hole, back through the hole, yarn over, through 2, yarn over, through 2. And then we're gonna do our first corner. So that chain acts as a double crochet, then a double crochet. And this is where it's a little different. On the original one, we did 3 double crochets. From now on, we're only going to do 2 double crochets. Then we're still going to do chain 3 for the corner. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to do we're going to do 2 double crochets. Yarn over, back through, 1, 2. And then you can push it around so that you don't see the white underneath it or whatever color thread you had. And then another double crochet, yarn over, through the hole, yarn over 2, yarn over 2. Okay, so now this is where it gets a little different. So instead of going all the way to here, we are gonna go, do you see these little holes right here? So we're not gonna go in between here, we're going to go into these little holes. So we are going to yarn over, and then we're going to go into this first hole and yarn over, and we're going to do a double crochet. So yarn over 2, yarn over 2. Okay, so let me make sure you can see it. So we're not going into like this big part, we're going into that little tiny part right there. So go in there, yarn over, back through, yarn over, go through, oh, hang on, do that again. Yarn over, go through that hole, yarn over, go back through, go through 2 loops, go through 2 loops. And cinch everything down. And then the next one, we're not going through the bottom one, we're going through the top. So yarn over, go through the top hole, yarn over, back through, go through 2 loops, go through 2 loops. Okay, now we are at the end and the next hole is the big hole. So we're gonna do 2 double crochets. And you see that little bit of extra right there? That's just where I had woven it in, so you can just trim that. Okay, now we're at a corner, so we're gonna do 2 double crochets, yarn over through the loop, yarn over, that's 1 double crochet, yarn over through the hole, back through the hole, through 2 loops, whoop, through 2 loops. Okay, so now we have 2 double crochets and we have to have a corner. So 3 chains, 1, 2, 3. And now we have 2 more double crochets, yarn over, go through 2, go through 2, and kind of scooch it around because that'll help you with the corner. And then yarn over, go through the hole, yarn over, back through the hole, yarn over through 2 loops, yarn over through 2 loops. Okay, so there's your double crochet, corner, double crochet, double crochet, double crochet, double crochet, double crochet, double crochet, corner, double crochet, double crochet. All right, now we're up to this section up here, and this is our first hole right there. So we are going to yarn over, go through that hole, wiggle, wiggle, might be a little tight, yarn over, come back through that hole, yarn over, go through 2 loops, yarn over, go through 2 loops. So that's our first double crochet on this line, and then that's our second hole, yarn over, go through the loop, yarn over, yarn over. And then here's our next, do you see the next hole? Yarn over. Go through. And you want to make sure that you're going under, the chain should be at the top right there. So you're not going in between the chain, you're going under the chain like that. So yarn over, pull it through. Oh, hang on. I only have 2 loops, so I messed up. So let me see. So yarn over, go through, yarn over and back. So if you ever do that and you only have 2 loops, just redo that stitch because you missed a loop somehow. So go over 2, then go over 2. Okay, here's our next one. Yarn over, go through 2 loops, yarn over, go through 2 loops. Okay, now we are back to a corner. So we're gonna yarn over in the hole, back through the hole, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2. And then yarn over. We're gonna do 2 double crochets right here, through 2, through 2. Then we are going to pull everything down and 1, 2, 3, that's your chain 3. And now we're going to do 2 double crochets in this corner. Yarn over, pull through, and pull through. So that's 1 double crochet, and I'm pushing it together for 2 reasons. 1, it'll make the corner pop out, and 2, you don't want to see the yarn underneath it. Yarn over, through the hole, back through the hole, yarn over, and yarn over. All right, so now here is my first hole. Yarn over, go in my hole, yarn over, back through the hole, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2. And then, now, do you see these holes? You don't want to go in the bottom one, you want to go right there. And you don't want to go through the chain. So you want to yarn over, you want to go through that hole, kind of like right there. And then yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2. And then always remember to be cinching down on your yarn, and then that'll keep it all consistent. Okay, here's my next one right there. Yarn over through that hole, yarn over, back through that hole, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2. I'm to a corner again, so I'm gonna do 2 double crochets, yarn over through the hole, yarn over, back through the hole, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2. And then yarn over through the hole, back through the hole, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2. And then 3 chains for the corner, 1, 2, 3. And then we're doing 2 more double crochets, yarn over through the hole. That's 1, scooch it around. And then yarn over through the hole, back through the hole, yarn over, and yarn over. Okay, now we are almost done. So here's our little hole right there. So we're gonna yarn over, go through the hole, yarn over, back through the hole, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2. And here's my next hole, yarn over, through the hole, back through the hole, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2. And my last hole, yarn over through the hole, yarn over through 2, through 2. And now I am, so I have the 2 and the corner, and so I need to attach. So this is the chain, and we don't want to attach to the chain, we want to attach right in that, right where that chain meets. So let me get really close so you can see. So that hole right there is the one you want to go through. So the chain will pull like this, but this is pretty sturdy. So you want to yarn over, and then let me get that hole again. Go through the hole. Oh wait, sorry, let me do that again. This is just a slip stitch. So I was doing double crochet. So sorry, start that part over again. So you're gonna go through the hole and then yarn over. Let me make it tight again. Yarn over, pull through, and then pull through for your slip stitch. And then to finish it off, you're gonna do 1 more slip stitch and then tighten it down, and then grab your scissors and cut. And remember, if you want to weave it with your needle, you want to leave a little bit longer of a tail. And then to finish it off, you just pull it and cinch it down, and then grab your corners and just give it a little tug on all the sides. And then that is our second round. So then we want to, let me show you how to weave the top part, because I used the crochet needle last time. So now you go, let me get real close. So I put the thread on the needle, and then I'm going to come here and then pull Just go right along, and don't skip any because you'll be able to see it. Just weave it back and forth, and it just follows the path. And you don't need to go too far because you've already kind of cinched it down. So one line is fine. So you cinched it down way back here. And then be careful again, don't cut your actual square. You just want to cut your tail. Okay, and then we have this tail back here. And then I'm going to weave this one. This is like a straight weave. Over here is kind of tight, so I gotta wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. And then just pull it all the way through. And you can keep going if you want to, but that's probably fine. And then cut. And then give it a little tug again. And then you are ready to switch colors. So I think I'm gonna do the dark blue next. So it's the same pattern. We're gonna slip stitch right here, double crochet, chain 3, double crochet, and then we're gonna go into each one of these. And as you can tell, each row, so we went into each one of these, and then look how many more we have in this row, and then how many more we have in this row. So your tail, cross over, put your thumb, put it between your fingers, pinch it, pull it down, grab both tails and the loop, and then put your needle in, cinch it down. So your slip stitches on this side, your slip knots on this side, you're gonna put your hook through a corner, yarn over, pull it back through the square, pull it back through the square and the slip stitch. Cinch everything down. And then our first stitch is going to be chain 3, which is going to act as our first double crochet. Chain 1, chain 2, chain 3. Then we are going to do a double crochet, yarn over through the hole, yarn over through the hole. Then we're going to make our corner. Chain 1, 2, 3. Yarn over. 1, 2. Okay, so that's 2 double crochets, chain 3, 2, and then 1 double crochet and another double crochet. Okay, and then we're going to start right here in our first hole. So remember, we're not going in the big holes, we're going in these holes right here. And also remember, we're not going inside the chain, so we're not going like this. We are going like this, and not down here, just right here, right in the chain, but the bottom side of the chain. Okay, and we're doing single double crochets in all of these. So 1 double crochet in every single one of these. So yarn over, go through the hole, yarn over, whoop, try that again. Yarn over, through the hole, yarn over, back through the hole. I have 3, yarn over, 1, yarn over, 1. And remember to keep your work below your hook. Try not to let it gank up here because you won't be able to see what you're doing. Yarn over, here's my next hole. Yarn over, back through, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2. And that's all we're going to be doing all down this line. Yarn over in the hole, yarn over, through 2, through 2, yarn over, through 2, through 2, yarn over, through the hole, back through the hole, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2, yarn over through the hole, yarn over, back through the hole, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2. Yarn over through the hole, yarn over, back through the hole, yarn over, and yarn over. Yarn over through the hole, back through the hole, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2. And now I'm to 8 corner. And so yarn over. Yeah. Yarn over through the hole, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2. And we've got to do 2 of these for the corner. So yarn over, go through the hole, back through the hole, yarn over, and now for our corner. 1, 2, 3. Yarn over through the hole, back through the hole. And did you see how like this is kind of curled up? I want to wiggle that down because I want to just have my yarn at the top. Yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2. Cinch it down, push it around, yarn over through the hole, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2. And now back through my little hole, yarn over through the hole, back through the hole, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2. Yarn over through the hole, yarn over through 2, through 2. Yarn over through the hole, yarn over through 2, through 2. So far we have corner, double crochet stitch, corner, double crochet stitch. Through, back through the hole. So each of these little holes we're going to put a double crochet. Through the hole, back through the hole. Whoops, lost it. Got it. Through 2, through 2. Yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2. Yarn over, back through, yarn over, yarn over. And now we're at the end. Yarn over through the hole, yarn over, we're at a corner. So this is double crochet. We have to have 2 double crochets. 1, 2, and then we're at a corner, so 3 chain, 1, 2, 3, and then double crochet, and then another double crochet, and now we're at our little hole again. Yarn over through the hole, back through the hole. And sometimes you have to kind of do that kind of slow because it's tight. Or you could put your needle in it, or the hook in there first and kind of wiggle it. Yarn over. Okay, and I'm running, like my thread is hooked to the ball, but it's kind of hard to work with right now because I don't have a bunch of extra. So I'm going to yank on the thread and get some extra so that it doesn't feel tight. Yarn over through the hole, yarn over, back through the hole. Yarn over through the hole, back through the hole, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2. Yarn over, yarn over, yarn over. Yarn over. Yarn over. Okay, we're already to a corner again. So we're going to do 2 double crochets. All right, that's 2, and then chain 3, and then 2 more double crochet, and remember, squish it around, and then 1, 2, cinch it, always cinch it down, yarn over, yarn over. Okay, now back into this hole, and we're on our last row. Yarn over. And yarn over. And yarn over. Oh, I lost it. And then yarn over. Yarn over. And then just a little bit more. Go through a hole. Yarn over. And yarn over. And then we have 1 more. Yarn over. This one's tight. Go through. Oh, let me see. Did that work? Let me try that one again. It was really tight. Yarn over, through the hole, yarn over, and then through 2 and through 2. And then we are all done. And we're just going to do our slip stitch. So remember, not in the chain, but in this first one right there. So right there. I'm going to go through. Go through 1, go through 2, and then you're going to do 1 more slip stitch and cinch it down, and then cut, and then pull, and then give it a tug, and then you have your tails, and you have your tails, and then we're going to weave these in. And so I'm going to grab these, and then we only have 1 more row to do, and I'm going to do just like we did. And then keep weaving. And weaving. Okay, that's pretty good. And then we're going to cut. And then we have our one down here that we're going to weave. Just try to get, do you kind of see how I'm going inside? I'm not going on the outside. And then when you're ready, you can just pop it back out like that. because it's in between the stitches. And then give it the little tug on your corners. There we go. Alrighty, and then we have one more color to do, and I think, let's see, we could do this one kind of all blue, or we could add pink. I think let's do all blue. That's what I'm thinking. The best part about crochet is that you just get to, it's all creative liberty and you get to choose. Okay, so this is where we're at. Let me show you this one again. So we just finished this round, and so we're getting ready to do this round out here. Ooh, this one's gonna be really cute. I didn't really think about the colors I was gonna do beforehand, but I think this one's gonna be cute. Okay, so slip stitch, and then grab your hook, pull it down. Remember, you're going through your slip stitch is on your hook, then you're gonna go through the corner, get the long thread, yarn over, then pull through both, kind of cinch down on everything, and then you are going to do your chain 3. So chain 1, chain 2, chain 3. And then remember that this one is going to act as a double crochet. And then, so we're going to do one more double crochet. 1, 2. Okay. And then I'm going to wiggle that around, because then I'm going to go ahead and make my corner here. 1, 2, 3. And then 2 more double crochet. 1, 2. All right, so that's our double crochet, our corner and double crochet. Now we are ready to go into our first hole. So yarn over into your first hole, back through, yarn over, and yarn over. So you can see all of these little holes at the top that you're going to be going into. Yarn over into that hole, yarn over, yarn over. Yarn over into the next hole, yarn over, whoop, whoop, yarn over. Yarn over into the hole, back through, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2. Oh, look what I did there. I went into there instead of there. So look, all I'm gonna do is just back it off just to where I made that mistake. Stop it, and then yarn through, go into the right hole, yarn over, and yarn over. So it's that easy to fix a mistake. Yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2. Yarn over, yarn over, yarn over. Yarn over, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2. Yarn over, yarn over, yarn over, yarn over. Go through the hole, yarn over. Oh, wait, I forgot to yarn over. Okay, start that one again. Yarn over, go through the hole, yarn over, go through 2, go through 2. I looked up for a second. Yarn over, go through the hole, yarn over, yarn over. And on this one, there's another hole right here. So we're gonna go into that one. Yarn over, yarn over. Now we're to a corner, so 2 double crochets. It's 1, 2, and then 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and then 2 double crochets, and then another double crochet, and then into this first hole, yarn over, back through, yarn over through the hole, 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 actually that one didn't work out right. Let me do that one again. Okay, try again. Yarn over through the hole, there we go. Yarn over through the hole, yarn over, oh, look, I did it again, hang on. I went through that big part. Yarn over through the hole, yarn over through the hole, yarn over through the hole, and then let's see, yep, one more right here, yarn over through the hole. Okay, so far we have the corner, one side, the corner, one side. Now we're at another corner, so we're going to do a double crochet. 1, 2, and then the chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Yarn over, go through the hole, yarn over, yarn over, yarn over, yarn over. All right, so that's our corner, double crochet, chain 3, double crochet. Now we're going in, here's our first one, so here's our first hole. Yarn over, go through the hole, yarn over 2, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, go through 2, yarn over, go through, whoops, 2, go through 2, yarn over, whoop, whoop, and then go through the next hole, through 2, through 2, yarn over, go through the hole, yarn over, yarn over, yarn over through the hole, yarn over, yarn over, yarn over, yarn over, yarn over, and then yarn over, go through the hole. You're almost there. Whoop. 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 And yarn over, go through 2, cinch down, yarn over, go through the hole, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Then we have one more right here, yarn over, go through the hole, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Now we're at a corner, so we have to do 2 double crochets, yarn over, go through 1, 2, scooch it over, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. So we did 2 double crochets, and now we have to do the corner, which is chain 3, 1, 2, 3, cinch it down, 2 double crochets. Oh, hang on. Do that one again. Yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Okay, now we are back to our very last row, and here's our first hole. So yarn over, go into our hole, back through, yarn over, yarn over. Yarn over, go into our next hole, yarn over, and yarn over. Yarn over, yarn over, yarn over. Yarn, go through the hole, yarn over, yarn over. Need some more yarn. Okay, we're almost there. Yarn over, through the hole, yarn over, and yarn over, cinch down, yarn over, go through the hole, yarn over, through 2 loops, through 2 loops, yarn over, go through the hole, yarn over, through 2 loops, through 2 loops, yarn over, through 2 loops, through 2 loops. Look how close we are. Yarn over, through the hole, yarn over, through 2 loops, through 2 loops, yarn over, through the hole, yarn over, yarn over, yarn over, through the hole, yarn over, through 2 loops, yarn over, through 2 loops, yarn over, through the hole, yarn over, through 2 loops, through 2 loops. And there's one more right here. Yarn over, through the hole, yarn over, through 2 loops, through 2 loops. All done. So now we have to just do our slip stitch. So here's your chain. You don't want to go in your chain. You want to go in that part where it connects right there. So go through there and then pull it through and pull it through one more time. That's the slip stitch. And then do one more slip stitch and then cut it. Remember, leave yourself enough tail if you want to sew it in. And then you want to thread your needle. And then just weave it through. And then just pull. And you can go as far as you want to. Whatever you feel is going to make it secure. I usually do a line, like from one end to the other. Or something pretty close to that. I think that's pretty good though. Okay, pull it back out and then cut your tail off. Flip it over. And this one, instead of weaving, is pretty much just a straight. You're going in between the stitches. So I'm going to pick it up here and I'm just going to go right there. You can kind of see where I'm going. Just the length of the needle's okay. And just pull it, clip, and then turn it around. Give it a little tug on all 4 sides to pull out that square shape. And you are done. Have a great day.